Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Still Austin straight bourbon whiskey, bottled in bond. So this one came out in fall of 2024. I don't know why we wrote 2022. I'm pretty sure it was 2024. I'm gonna have to look at the bottle.
I think
now,
it did
but,
say fall.
I think it was. So
You
this-
double check.
That's all right. So this one we'll get through the particulars on this and get into the tasting. So this one we got at $79.99. It is a 100 proof. It comes in at its full 6 years on the age. So it's distilled in age. That's Still Austin Whiskey Company out of Austin, Texas. They do not have a mash bill on the actual bottle, but it did say it was a high rye. So
And something about white corn or something that was in there at the bottom, at the end of it. Something about a white corn fall mash, something.
oh yeah, no,
But no actual mash bill yet.
No, so they're actually doing like there's different things on like they're doing like it's a seasonal thing. So like the
White corn
color is like the
niblets.
redness of the leaves and stuff like that. It's a seasonal bottle and bond, so it captures the festivity of the seasons, like different things that they said. I did read this the other day, like the
I just read it
ingredients,
10 minutes
flavors,
ago,
and
but-
things. But you already forgot.
I said something about white corn niblets or something.
Yeah. So the stallion on the front is representative of the high rye
Oh, yeah.
that they have. That's what they said. That's why I knew it was something when Steve sent me a picture. I'm like, oh, we don't have one with a
No, we don't.
with the little horsey on there. So I said, let's get that one. Plus, I don't think we had a 6-year age statement when we did it either. The last time we've done one. I felt bad too. We still have the
White corn conjures visions of autumn fields. The spirits of deep amber coloring recalls the red and gold leaves of the season. Look at that reading I did.
bottle reader. Look at you go.
I read
Look
it.
at you
though.
go.
I didn't. All those rhymes didn't really kick in when I was reading it.
Yeah. I paraphrased.
Mhm.
This has quite a nose on it, though. I'm trying to get what I'm getting.
I could smell it actually when you were pouring. So
I'm trying to get. There's
it must
something.
be the white
this-
corn niblets.
There's something different in it. Well, that's tasty though.
Yeah, but it's got a little different taste.
I was getting a different smell, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Maybe it's the maple leaves that they crushed up and put the nice amber gold in there.
That's actually that for 100 proof. That's
go ahead,
sitting on
yeah.
my tongue.
No,
Is that what you
it, it was a baby sip too. So and it did not so much on my tongue. I didn't swish it, but it is sitting. It did sit in my throat for a little baby sip.
Right.
It actually drank pretty good.
No, I'm actually surprised how much flavor is left in my mouth. Like if we go back to like it would be the last Sunday when we just did like the Four Roses. There was only a couple that had that long hang time like this. You know what I mean? Like one was like whoop, literally like you know.
We always said that like 10 times.
No, and it really was. It was like literally like, did I drink that already? Like where did that go? Man, that finish is still in my mouth. Like that flavor is just taking over. I mean, I did swish it, which I always do anyways, but
I did this time, and it does have a nice lingering.
you can actually
flavor.
smell the oak. I like that. Like it's not like we had a couple of I was drinking one the other day with Steve, and it was so tannic, it was nasty. But you could smell the oak. It's funny because it's more the. I haven't made I was gonna make one, but you just made one, so I didn't want. I was gonna make a banana bread because we had bananas that were ready to go, and it's more like that brown sugar.
It is definitely
Vanilla,
a nice
like
brown
muddle.
sugar in there.
Like you get
Yeah.
more of that muddle when you make the banana bread, as opposed to like just a straight caramel. Like it seems darker, or richer.
Yeah. Did you steal that piece?
Mm-mm. I did throw the bananas away that were going there. Man, that is very tasty. I think I'm getting a hint of a
Who does that?
what?
Throws bananas away.
He told me to. But
I would have went. I would have been making a bread. I'm not sad.
No, I'm not either. I
It's
think
still
I'm getting a fruit in the front.
I was gonna. There's still something different though. On the end,
Like for,
but it definitely for 100 proofer, it does hold its own.
I'm falling into like a caramel apple now. Like I'm trying to picture a fruit, and I'm picturing like an apple, and a red one too, not a Granny Smith. Just
Delicious?
That's what's
No
oh my
flavor,
God,
no juice.
Yeah, Grandpa special. No, not one of them either.
Whenever she grabs those, I'm like, who buys these? I've had one fresh off the tree though. They're like day and night.
They're still bad.
No, they're still better. They're actually juicier.
Yeah.
If you want to call it, it's juicier than when you get them out of the store.
I don't know, but they just don't have taste. They're not good.
Yeah.
That was my grandfather's favorite. He liked delicious apples.
They're
We'd
actually
get all
supposed to be
excited
the
because they're
best
always
for
the
you.
biggest
Yeah.
apples too.
They're supposed to be the best ones for you.
And then we'd go over there and they'd be like, "You want an apple?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they look so good." And then you take one bite and you're like, "Oh, I forgot you ate these. You want any?
You can leave it open.
Yeah.
There's
I wanted to just see if it had a little bit more
flavor in this.
Yeah, oak. I mean, I really do get a nice oaky presence, and it's a nice like what I always like to say, like when I do like a French oak, it's got like it's sweeter to me, and it almost has like that. I know it's not finished in French oak or anything like that, but it has a nice flavor to it. It really has a nice. Actually, the viscosity is really good. It actually it stays in your mouth.
It does.
You know, it's very oily. It's very flavorful. She did a great job making this one, for sure.
I agree.
And at 100 proof, you know, I was kind of when we got it because I didn't even look up an MSRP. I knew this was something we hadn't done, and I was like, I think it was around. This is MSRP anyway, somewhere around there. But I was like $79.99 for 100 proof. I was like, all right, I don't hate it. I don't love it. It is 6 years, you know what I mean? So it's not that far off the magical $10 a year equation that people like to fall into, but and it was new.
A little.
So that was my thing. I said, I want to get it. I want to try it.
And how do you know? Again, if it is new, it's one of those. Like I said, when I shop, if I go to the stores I regularly go to, and I know where their hiding spots or where it's not really a hiding spot, but where they put their new stuff out. Half the time, there's not a price, but it's one of them. We didn't do it.
This has a delicious oaky presence at the end. It really does. It like transfers from like when I say that you know sometimes you say it's like one note. It's not. I'm getting a hint of like an apple in the front, like a red fruit in the front. You get a nice the brown sugar vanilla caramel less flavor, but then right when I swallow it, transitions into a nice sweet oak. This is actually really good for me. I'm shocked that it's 100 proof. It doesn't drink hot at all. Don't get me wrong, but it has so much flavor that a lot of times when you go at the 100 proof, to me, you know, you lose some of that. You know what I mean? And it's well, that's what I mean. Like, not. Yeah, no. There's it has a great finish for this low proof. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
And I wonder if that's the high ride it carries, just sticks around. Is that lately what's been giving us like the molasses kind of hang time? It might be.
It's what gives me the pop rocket usually, and it's funny because I'm not getting a ton of that with this one.
So and no mint. I'm not even getting a baby orgeat. Even when I swish it, typically, we just did one too. What would we do a couple days ago or before? I think. Remember, I said initially I thought I had a little mint, and then I didn't, and you called it a rye, and I'm like, I'm not getting. It was a rye.
It was a rye. Yeah. We just did it as a sample. Saturday.
Yeah, and it didn't have. It's almost similar to this. It has really no mint.
Yeah.
It doesn't really give you the baby orgeat effect that usually a high rye numbs it.
Normally, I get a lot. I get like the pop rocky. You like the baby orgeat effect. I usually get the pop rocky, so that this is absolutely delicious. I'm
the biggest knock probably would be the price. It's a little high, but beyond that, you know, I'm not Johnny Negative. That'd be like the only. A lot of people may not gravitate to it just before
it's
that.
Still
reason.
6 years old though. You know what I mean? Like it has a good age. I'm just thinking the viscosity, the flavor. You know, I was looking for like a fourth bottle to put in against like Shanks. I think, and I think this would spank it, and I think I want to. It's just because I think I think it would be legit.
Is that the same proof?
It was like 90 something. I think
it
Shanks was like 92. So I was trying to, like, I know I could get higher proof ones just to beat it up, but that's no fun in that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give it a fair shot.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And this is half
And
price.
I was going to say, with that, this price is way
Well,
better.
that's why.
So,
Yeah.
no, that would be a great comparison.
Yeah. So
honestly.
it's just one of the things. Like I was
This
looking for
nose,
another
this
one.
nose, I'm pretty
Just
sure
keeps
is,
getting better.
yeah, and it's gonna definitely beat that one.
Yeah. No, and we'll see. I mean, that's the fun of doing a
I
blind.
can't
But man,
imagine
this
it's not gonna.
just keeps getting
We
better
did
and
do
better.
that
and
one a
better.
while. That was like Christmas time or whatever. But
Yeah,
we're
and it
after.
won.
It did.
We put it up against not top shelf stuff, but
No,
it did
well,
win.
It did in its category per se.
Mhm.
You know, so this would be another one. I think this is definitely going to hold its own, and it's not allocated, and
No.
it's not crazy money. So it's I'm sure it's limited edition per se because it's only going to come out in the fall or whenever it comes out. But
Well, yeah, but they do seasonal, so they're going
Right.
to have a spring one,
With
and
the
they're going to
spring,
have a
summer,
thing.
and
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
well, although it's Texas, so they just
Yeah,
winter in summer.
I was going to say it's either hot or cold down there. You only
and,
get two,
and everything in
yeah,
between.
You
so
only get
it's-
2 seasons down there. I've never been down to Austin. I would love to get that far.
This
down,
nose is like cranking right now. So
Yeah.
that's
No, that's what I'm saying. It
It's
just
really
keeps
come
getting better.
around.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
it has.
Grade.
I'm a pretty E minus. Yeah, E minus, A minus, A. I'm not
No,
sad. I
If there's
I'm-
any knock, it would
right.
be the proof. I don't know if it would hang, but I agree with you. I am at like,
it's
and this is one of the
With
better
the
bottle
price-
and bonds that I've had. You know what I
I-
mean? Like, granted,
B
it's
plus,
a little
B plus,
pricey.
B plus, A minus. I could go. Take away the A because it's not really an A.
I like your A minus. I do. I like your A minus. I think
it's-
this is super solid.
I don't know what we
if
gave
this would-
Shanks, but I think right now in memory, this one is tastier.
I'm gonna have to write
And I
future
don't-
Tom
I
write
don't
that down actually,
I
so
don't
that I
remember
can actually
that
do.
nose being this good.
No, I remember it being like, it's all right, but
I think we even said I don't know if I track this one down next year, but
right,
probably will. If he puts it up there, I'll probably grab it and try it again.
and
but-
you'll forget, you didn't know. But well, there you go. We'll wrap this one up. I like your A minus. I think it's solid.
the nose is very
if
good.
if this comes in a cash strength, I would love to try it because there's a ton of flavor at the 100 proof, and it would if it just brings that much more. You know what I mean?
That would be phenomenal. And if they did that like even in house,
yeah,
they
right.
probably do it in
And they
house.
might, right.
And that
When I
would
move
be-
to Texas, I'll be swinging by. But yeah,
Yeah.
pick a state, get anything but where we're at. So there you go.
that
this-
state's like 4 or 5 of our states, just so you know.
No, I know it is. I know it is. You can drive for half a day and you're still in the same state. Yeah, I know.
North
I know.
or south, east or west.
No, I know. So, well, there you go. That is the Still Austin Straight Bourbon Whiskey, the Bottled and Bond 6-year. Again, if you have tried this, leave a comment down below. I mean, it came up to Mass, so I'm sure it goes all over the place anyways. But this is one, sometimes we'd say pricey, not pricey. This is really good. And if you are
It is
like
very tasty.
like there was a point where Steve was like just searching all 100 proof. If that's your proof, this is a damn good Bottle and Bond.
I
Out of
agree.
all the Bottle and Bonds
I
we
agree.
had, this is right up there with one of the better ones we had. So, well, there you go. That's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.
Cheers.